Great. I don't know if anyone's watching or you can see this or if it sounds good, but we'll upload it anyway. So first I want to say thanks because we got 50 subscribers in one day all of a sudden. I don't know how that happens. I have ideas, but not really. I didn't post a video today and that's what happened. So instead of doing one or two every day, I'm going to do every other day. Not so much that I don't want to get material out. However, more people get shown the video if I do it every other day. So by doing less videos, more people have an opportunity to watch the videos. So that's what I'll be doing for now. With that said, what I've been working on lately, because I haven't done a live video in a while, is just practicing arpeggios to get kind of that Bach sound out of every chord. So major chords. So if I was gonna go C, which would be here, I'm just playing 1, 3, 5 octave, and then the third up from the octave. So it would be, what I've been doing lately with that is spelling it out. So 1, 2, so it's gonna be 8, 7, 8 on the E, 7 on the A, and then I come up here to 10, 10, 9. So, and then repeat. And then a minor one, so we're gonna do A minor, or we'll come down here, 5 with our first finger, and then I slide up to 8 with my middle, so that'd be the first two notes. And then the next three are gonna be 7, 7, 10. So put that together, C major. Oops. Like I said, I'm still practicing the whole thing. The phrase would be C, A, F, G. So C major, F minor, C major, A minor, F major, G major. So the idea of it is chord progression. The way I got to that is an old ska band. It's not even classical. It's Catch-22 with a song called 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So their bass line is the chords for that are C, A, F, G. So again, C major, A minor, and then F major, G major. So and those patterns just repeat themselves. It would be, so if we're going to do scale degrees, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 major third, perfect fifth, octave, and then the third up from the octave. You call it an 11 too, because 8, 9, or no, 10, sorry. It's late and I'm just trying to practice. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. But the point is, if you take a punk song, take those chord changes, and then put it into kind of a Bach arpeggio, which is just a major arpeggio. So 8, 7 here, and then we're going 10, 10, 9. So first, break it up into 2. Put it together. And to do that with a minor, all you're doing is lowering the third. So instead of going here, you're going. Then repeat the first one up here. That's what I've been working on lately, so give that a go. Another thing, I have it here, hopefully you could hear it. I've been fucking around, or messing around with metronomes a lot more often. So on this, I'll put it to 100. Maybe you can hear it if I turn the volume on. I'm putting it on 16th notes. And I'm just going through what I would normally play, but I'm playing it to a click. So since it's with a click, it kind of forces me to be creative within the confinement of that. I don't have time to just sit around and think about where I want to go to next. I just have to get there. So a warm-up exercise, which I have on one of the videos I put up, if you just type in classical finger exercise or something under the search, you'll come to it. So it would be, let me get the time. And then from that, go it in halftime, so just eighth notes. And you learn a lot, or I learn a lot more when I have to slow it down. It makes my slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Some of my favorite things that someone's told me, a good friend of mine told me that. I apply it to almost everything, even life. So when it's slower, it's smoother, and because you're playing smoothly, you can play fast. So arpeggios I was doing at the beginning, but slow them down, 1 and 2 and 3. It would actually be in 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 1. Try to double time that and probably screw it up left and right, but it's practice. Why not try it? Might be a little too fast for now, but it won't be forever. So, whoa. Woo! We'll go down, that's at 102. We'll go to 98, see if that helps a little bit. So my ability is right around 98 currently. So with that said, I'll roll off to 90. And then I'll start bumping it up as I go, because I know I could do it here. Keep screwing that up. Anyway, that's what practice sounds like. So click it down to 85. And the fact was I was able to do it before, but to do it consistently, you gotta just keep going back and around to it. So keep toning it down again. That's easy for me to tell other people, but it's hard to tell myself that slow is smooth, smooth is fast. So here we go. If I can remember where my hands go. Thinking about what I was going to do next never gets me anywhere. What I was thinking about, honestly, there is I'm doing C, and then A minor, and then F major, and then G. I'm going to change it up to C, A minor, D minor, and then G. Because the robotic motion of it, I don't know if I've noticed it every time, is it will get me stuck in a rut, and it'll keep me switching my mind, which will force me to adapt to it. So, with that said, I'm going to try C major, A minor, D minor, G major. So it goes. It's fast. Nope. Getting a thing called flying fingers. People get them a lot, like I just did, when I'm overwhelmed by what I'm playing. So my fingers are coming off the strings too much. It's counterintuitive because you think you have to move fast to play fast, but you don't. You actually have to slow down. So slowing down meaning slowing down the amount of effort that you're using and you're expending on your fingers. So that is minimal motion as opposed to flying fingers, especially here. And then I went up here and I'm overextending, which is why I hit the 11th fret. That was screwing it up before because I was not keeping my energy down and keeping the motion down. The less you move, the faster you play, which is it's hard to grasp that, but once you start practicing and start pushing that metronome up, you'll see a lot of mistakes happen when lifting off the fretboard too much. And the other mistake I was making was when I was going C major, A minor, right here on F major, because there's an open there. Didn't have a set. I wasn't intentional about playing it, meaning I was going with my first finger, and now this first finger has to get all the way back to the first fret on the E, so I'm already flying fingers no matter what. Going from here to here is a huge stretch. Doesn't seem like much. It's probably it's that far apart in the scheme of life, but that's really big when you're trying to play quickly, especially on bass playing, because the neck is so chunky and the strings are freaking cables. So what I'm doing now is using my second finger because it's already that much closer. It's 2 frets down, 1 fret, 2 frets down, 1 fret down, 1 string down. This way it would have to be 1 down and then 2 full strings. So from now on I'm going to be going memory. I don't have any of that right now, but I'm intentionally, and I'm going to be intentional with how I'm practicing, intentionally hitting my second finger each time. There, open A, and again. And that's all good and dandy, but the problem, or the real practice, is transitioning. And making sure I don't rush the beat because I want to get there so quickly. So that's just a little insight of how I can find, or anyone, when practicing, when you notice what you're screwing up. First, you're going to know you're messing it up, but then to stop it, I lower the metronome, I lower the click, because I know where I'm screwing up, but all I know is I'm not in time. I haven't figured out why I'm not in time. Why? Because I'm screwing up, but what exactly? And that's where my finger was flubbing here. And I only noticed that by lowering it more on the metronome, slowing it down. Still pretty fast at 8, this is at 85. I'm still not sold on putting my middle finger there. I just did my first finger and was fine. I might be going first finger right out of the gate and then hitting second because it's right there that time. Just nuance that I won't know unless I try it out and I'm intentional about fixing it. If I just say, oh no, I'm just gonna keep the click going and just keep playing until I nail it every time, it doesn't really solve the core of the problem. And that's how you get into practicing and really getting bad habits to stick. Like, oh, well, I played it right, but in the meantime, my fingers flying all over the place and I'm not growing as a player. I'm a bass operator and I'm not a bass player at that point. I don't know how to articulate that more, but when you're just operating notes, it's way different than playing notes. There's no feel to it, there's no emotion, there's no, I don't want to say no art to it, but kind of, you're just operating, you're just, and there's a time and a place for that to be staccato, and nothing wrong with the style of playing, but knowing how you want to play it, knowing what you can put here through your fingers out of the instrument is the name of the game. Everything else is how we do that. Ways around it, whatever you can find. So with that said, being intentional is everything. Now I could do it because it's no metronome. We'll try it again and see how it goes. Try to loop it around. Still at 85 on the BPMs. Playing chords without even thinking about it. Too focused on where my fingers are going, not giving a shit about what the actual chords I'm playing are. So, rein it back and try it again. Good enough start or ending. I can't keep this on the whole time. What are we at? 20 something minutes? Yeah, that's about right. Gonna practice more, but that's an insight of how I would do it. I didn't realize I was gonna do that for my practice routine, but now what I'll do is just keep repeating that same thing. And once I'm comfortable with it, and by comfortable I mean keeping my head into it. Another reason I'm gonna get off this is when I'm practicing, I just realized doing it live, I know there's a camera on, I know I'm like screwing up left and right. It takes away from just actual focus on it. Like I should be knowing where the next note is before I go to it. Hopefully that shows how to call yourself out on when you're screwing up in practice. And by screwing up in practice means progressing in practice. Instead of getting frustrated with it, practice to find the problems, that the areas that you're weak in, and strengthen those. Focus, hone in on those, and now if I have to play that, I don't know what, I mean, it's 85 beats per minute, but I'm playing it in 16th notes, so it's a lot faster. If you have to play that slower at that point, the struggle then is to play it slow and not rush the beat. But that's an idea of something that I used to know how to do and arpeggiate that like it was nothing. Whatever, you can relearn it anyway, and that's how I go about doing it. So again, thank you for all the people that subscribed, like 50 in a day. The last I checked is insane. I'm gonna be doing every other day, like I said, not because I love making material every day, and I want a lot of people to like be able to see free lessons in a minute. But the way it goes now, just for example, like every day, YouTube will put out, I don't know, 500 videos, 600 times it'll show up on someone's computer, call them impressions. I go a day without putting a video and it was at 18,000 impressions. So they are plugging it way more once I give a break. So less absolutely is more when it comes to them too. But again, please leave anything in the comments for requests. I'm still taking those. I did a survey or a poll. No one really wants to see songs, which is fine. That's awesome. There's plenty of them already. I'll still do them. But the focus is going to be on theory and writing, which is far and away in the lead for that one. I think like 47 or 48% out of 4 categories went to just that one. And the other one was like technique and stuff like that. That was in a far second place. So more of that will be coming. And yeah, have a good night, good morning, good afternoon. I always forget that the world is flat. Not really, anyway. Flat when it comes to technology. We're all on the same level. No, I'm not a flat earther, but we can even get started with that. Forget I said anything about that. Anyway, good whatever time of the day it is by you. I hope you have a great one, and I will see you on the next video. Yeah, I still don't know how to get rid of this, so I'm going to try it now, and yeah, I'm ending.